Alright, welcome back to another episode of Game Crafters, where today we gotta build a bridge. Yep, build a bridge. Or, I guess in this case, we're gonna take a bridge that we made beforehand, and then, well, I guess at this point extend it, right? Because, also the cat's scoffing because she just played with her toy, and now she's farting, I think. Whatever it is, she's doing her thing, I'm doing my thing, and we are going to hopefully get some stuff done with today. So if you enjoy today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So we got a bridge. I'm going to take this bridge. It's going to be a little tricky because I think, this bridge is like going to be in between a few areas. But I think it's going to primarily take up this slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move most of the bridge's content from here to here. I have no clue how thick it needs to be, but we're going to figure this out. Don't you worry. You let me worry about Blanc. Oh, I probably should at least bring the bridge up by one more, so I have everything in a more easily accessible place to grab. I think with the way this is set up, this bridge is going to have to move on a few occasions. For folk's sakes, I'm going to try to get this extended. That one, well, okay, I got to move some stuff down at least. Yeah, we're doing this on a Wednesday again. I didn't really get a good opportunity to record everything in a reasonable time frame. And also, I should probably let you know that I've pretty much shifted gears to working on the Nova Guardians cover. And this is what I have so far. I plan on drawing every character. Maybe not every character. Some characters like, side or characters or like, Regula, aliens that have been like a villain in some episodes. Unless they have like important roles to play, I won't bother drawing them. But if they have important roles to play, then I shall draw them. The idea here, though, is to get a bunch... I could probably just show you the whole list here. This is what we have right here, right there. A decent amount. A considerable amount. If I right-click this... Right? No. Wait, what was it again? Not that. If I right-clicked... in this case, this... Huh? You see, it takes a while. There it is. See, that's why I've used this new tactic, Control-Shift-Right-Click. It's very useful, and something I didn't really use during art time. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for this. We're here to work on this right now. Nothing got lagged, did it? Everything seems fine. We also got an update, knowingly enough, but we'll worry about that later. I got a little bit of the drawing worked on today, like Nomura just drew while I was waiting for my chicken cordon bleu to cook. So that took like 30 minutes. So while it wasn't technically like the time frame, which is supposed to be an hour, it still got done. Like regardless, it still got done. Oops. So that's basically what we've been doing now. Is just working on getting that finished so that I can finally get the cover for Nova Guardians made and then call it there. That is kind of the main objective, I suppose. I kind of want to have this one go down one, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, that is the main objective. We get that finished. Then we gotta make the thumbnail for Subnautica when we're done there, so we can't continue working on this still. Which means I'm still stuck on the same amount of stuff that I got done with. Yeah, there's still a lot of holding off on this. I really want to get it done with because sooner or later, at this point later, we are going to be finished with this region soon. Like, I don't know when. We obviously still got a lot if we're only working on this here, which is all of this, and then some of this off camera. So regardless, there is still so much left. And it makes sense, to have so much left. I have been busy trying to work on other things at the moment, which isn't helpful, but, what can you do? So I don't recall how I did the normal size of these bridges. Let me look at one of the bridges that I've done, which shouldn't be too hard to find. Yeah, no, that connected to that. What about, say, here? Yeah, no, that did that, and then it went down and did that. Right. I mean, that shouldn't be too hard to do, right? It went down and did that, so make this go down and make this also go down too. Where exactly? I don't know. But this should be good. Oh yeah, if that's that, then this needs to be that, and then we're golden. One. Yeah, sure, that's fine. That wasn't too difficult. And only a few things went through, but that's fine too. Alright, good. Glad we got that bridge taken care of. And it's pretty much just about the size I kind of need it to be, right? Goes up, and then goes down. Great, and it looks like there should be enough space for the arrow. I gotta get that done at some point too. Alright, well, I'm glad I got the bridge done. So now that we got the bridge done, I guess we'll just go back and work on this part here. Which would be a hell of a lot easier to work with because we have all of this here to tell us where to go. But I do need to count where we're at here. So we're at 197, 98, 99, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to be 10, eh? 210. That shouldn't be too difficult. Just gotta make you 210. God, there's so much stuff here that it takes a while for it to, do any adjustments. I mean, it makes sense. There's a lot of blocks here to work with. And because there's a lot of blocks to work with, there is a lot... Oh, no way, that's fine. And because there's a lot of blocks to work with, there's a lot of things that need to be finished. So looking at you, I guess what I could do is this, right? Yeah. Just have this curve inwards. I just gotta figure out where the, where do you end up? Here, so I'll try to curve you just a bit more. That's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to click this. Make this 3 and 3. And make this, nope, 1. And 1? Okay, here, how about this? Make this 2. Yep, great. So, I guess, what can I talk about? We're working on another drawing. The next episode of Luna v Titan, where we will finally get to see, or basically hear, Luna's plans for the aliens. And it's a good one. It's a good one that works in all of their favor. Oh boy, can't wait to show that off. I just gotta, try to remember what goes down on this scene. Where the soldiers are still questioning and being stupid because they're just chicken shit little shitheads. Well, they don't want them. spoilers for at least what Luna has in store. Trying to avoid, even though I guess technically at this point it doesn't matter. Yeah, I could probably talk about like the advanced amount of there's a lot of stuff I've got to get done with that's just on my mind. A lot is on my mind, and it is very much annoying. Like, I feel like even with what I have planned and set up, I don't think I'm going to be able to keep up with this month's set of drawings. So, well, yeah, Luna v Titans, the next one we gotta do. I don't know how many people I plan on drawing here, at the very least. I feel like I at least gotta draw one of the Marley soldiers who was still being, questioning, and just like despite the fact that the Titan centipede is now no more. Gonna be even more so no more when Luna goes on ahead, gets her hands on it, and sends it inside of an unbreakable pod and through a portal leading to the core of the Earth. That's gonna be interesting. Opening up a portal to the core and then just putting the Titan centipede in there. Probably shrinks it and then puts it in. I don't know how big the thing is. Apparently big enough to turn Aaron into whatever the hell he was at that point in time. I gotta say, it is interesting. Just drawing out those scenes and then having the art skill to actually make it look good. That's the funny part about that, though. Most, DeviantArt drawings of that particular nature usually never looks good or anywhere halfway decent. But I've drawn enough and have done a lot of creations to the point where I can make that look good. Most people could only... Whoops, I brought that towards us. Most people can only dream of being able to do that kind of stuff with the skill level that they possess. It takes years of practice. And that's what it did. It took years of practice for me to get to where I am at least with Photoshop. But I digest. And digress. I have a lot on my mind this month. This month is full of a lot of surprises. Also, part of me is wondering, is there any way I could potentially combine all of these into one thing? I never knew if I could, but I don't think you would be able to. Ragdoll. I don't know if I want to ragdoll a block. I think that's just going to end up in the ether of the void. I don't know if there would be a way to combine stuff, but I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Maybe there is, but I don't know if that would help with performance either way. Anyways, so what I've got planned, this month is pretty much just a big month with 5 episodic series going on. Lustful Horrors, that was just finished. Roscoe Morgan, that was just recently finished. And we got Heavenly Deadland, Chrome Wars, and then Laughter Academy. A lot of stuff got finished. Still a lot of stuff left to do. We're nowhere near where we need to be. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way that is. However, aside from that, we didn't really get the Warp Room finished on time, even though we did post it Sunday. But aside from that as well, we still have Criteria. Now, granted, this next region of Criteria is a bit unsure, I guess is the best way I can really go about saying it. It's one of those kinds of regions that it feels like it shouldn't be too bad to draw, but also at the same time, I don't have the foggiest clue how I want to make it look. But I have an idea on what I want to do, but I don't know if the execution's going to work. You know what I mean? Needless to say, what we have next in the next Criteria region is you know, is a bit uncertain. At this point in time, it is a bit uncertain. And for good reasons. We have some amount of trees. Mostly trees. And, the background itself outside of the landscape portion, like the sky part, I should say, should probably be the easiest one to work with. But, I'm still not sure. So we'll have to figure something out when that time comes. But as it stands right now, I gotta actually get to that point. Granted, it's not like the next episode of Heavenly Deadland and Chrome Wars is going to be that massive. And I think the state that Noelle is in for Laughter Academy should be making it so much more easier for me to draw her. Though I haven't drawn Sinclair in so long, and I vaguely remember Sinclair being like a bit more to her design that will require a lot more effort to be put into her, but I don't think it's going to be that bad. It's been so long since I've drawn her, I don't know. And yet she's still a prominent part of the series. It's funny, right? When you have like a main villain over an entire arcing series that you see, or at least read her dialogue lines a lot of throughout the series. And these are for those who have spent the $10 to see it and read it. I mean, not see it. You know what I mean. You kind of just like, are surprised to see her in a drawing, despite the fact that she's been here the whole time in the series. Makes sense. She is the final, I guess, quote-unquote, final boss of Laughter Academy. A challenge that Noelle has to overcome if she wants to acquire the last set of honor marks. We're close. We're close to the end of that series. Like right here, this month, the start of the final arc begins here. And then we got the third to last episode, the second to last, and then the finale. That's going to be interesting. I know how I want the series to end. I know where I want everything to end up being. We just got to get to making it. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking forward to. Obviously, I mean, it's another series finished. It feels good to finish another series. And we got like at least a couple of things finishing. But yes, that's pretty much what it is. That series is going to finish. And then another one will start that will be less big, but it will still be pretty big, I'd say. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's just going to feel nice to finish yet another series. There's just something about it, Then, of course, the next limitation period, Heavenly Deadland, is finishing, and then the next one after that, Roscoe Morgan and the new series I'm making finishes as well. It's only going to be 16 episodes. And that one's going to be interesting. And then I think the next one after that, Chrome Wars, finishes its first season. So yeah, a lot of things finishing. At least within the span of the amount of massive things I've got to get done with. It's a lot. Stop it. Really can't. You gotta stop scratching this stupid freaking table. It's a lot of things we gotta get done with. So, to say the fact that I am excited is an understatement. Because once we get to the point where we finished all of the current series that's going on right now, things should hopefully get a hell of a lot easier. I shouldn't have to worry about having several complex drawings taking up a slot, making it a lot more painful for me to try to keep up with everything. And, to my credit, I have been doing at least a semi-decent job. The only downside was I couldn't get Chrome Wars or Nova Guardians cover finished last limitation period, so I had to get it finished, at least for Chrome Wars at the moment, this limitation period. And as you saw in the beginning of this episode, I am currently working on the cover for it, an hour a day, until October is the hopeful date that I'm posting it. But that's a long ways away from now. Not a ways away, we're actually quite close to it. That's a close ways away from now. Close ways towards... You know what I mean. It's only a month before October, or less than a month before October begins. And granted, yes, we technically have 2 months because, we'd had till the end of October to finish it. And at that point, if I can't finish it still somehow, I do have at least... Okay, hold on. What is October? Right. We're going to end October with 3 normal drawings. In other words... I guess it depends. If we can't, for some reason, get this finished before October ends, I can just do a quick ore and then have a Nova Guardians cover that links all the episodes, posted on in November. But yeah, there's still a lot of stuff that has to get done with. Currently, Luna v Titan's the one thing I gotta get done with. I'm trying to keep on track here. After that, I got a mature landscape and scenery drawing that will take a while. Landscape and scenery drawing, and it's mature, meaning there's gonna be multiple people. I.e. women, of course, because, rarely do I ever draw a male mature drawing, and the only ones I have so far is Inuyasha during Yashahime, where he is father, Damodora, one of my own characters that I've made for Elementals Reborn, and now Astolfo. That's right. One of the most, not really appearance and voice-wise, at least voice-wise in the dub, ambiguous, but, we all know what's under that there piece of armor. Can't deny it. Just embrace it. Deny it all you want. You can't change the fact that you into that. At that point, your argument should just be, looks female enough to me. I say in my best Duke Nukem voice I can do at the moment because I'm kind of tired and exhausted from both work and working out. I'm in a position where I can do that because the job that I'm in is more so laborious, so I can also get some workout time. I am slowly getting there, but it's not there yet. I can feel it. Can't do push-ups yet. I can do 45D push-ups. But we're getting sidetracked again. The mature landscape and scenery drawing comes next after Luna v Titan. After that, I'm going to try to get Heavenly Deadland done with and Chrome Wars done with. And we'll try to get an Ore, i.e. others or animals drawing. I don't know which one I want to do. I do have the artworks idea here. You can see a little bit. You can even see the names of what I've got right here. I don't think the words are going to hurt you, YouTube. You can see what we have left on our list. What was I looking for again? Oh, yeah, others and animals. That's what I wanted to look at. You can see the name for one of the other series that I'm making right now. I got 5 animals, including New Year's Cat 11, and I got 4 things, 2 from Chrome Wars and 2 from Elementals Reborn. Cool. And I also got this one that I can't do yet, but Sweltering Basin. Such a cool-ass fucking name. It would be an underwater, volcanic, underwater-themed region. Probably be like a bunch of bone-based aquatic creatures, some undead, maybe even. I mean, if it's bones, it's most likely a necrotic type creature, right? He also saw the name of another thing I was contemplating on doing at some point, but I chose Astolfo over her. I know I probably could have chose her and that would have gotten more views, maybe because of recency, but I've never really been one to do trends. And don't worry, the creator did say adults. Every character in that series is adult. I've never had the, what do you call it, the urge to want to watch anything glitch product made. But I don't know, gremlin women? I mean, not too shabby, Shaggy. Like something. I don't know what the hell else I was gonna say there. I drew a blank. But I'm not drawing a blank here, I'm drawing squares. And all of these squares make a mountain. Why does everything look... I'm not crazy, right? This is slanted. Why are you slanted? What the hell happened? You were slanted. Like it was like slanted in a way where it felt like this and less like this, where we're looking at it from an angle or something. I don't know why that happens. And I got a few ideas, but I can't get to most of them until certain things are finished. And we're almost finished with one of them, Luna v Titan, for example. We're literally almost at the end. The only other thing I have left that I want to make out of that, outside of what I'm currently doing, is the epilogue, which is going to be the next biggest freaking drawing I'm doing. I gotta stop doing those. They take so goddamn long. Anyways, back to what I was talking about. I lost track again. Aside from trying to do an Order A, we want to get like Heavenly Deadland and Chrome Wars posted relatively close to each other. And I estimated we'll probably get that done with maybe one of them here and one of them here. But then we need Laughter Academy and a mature drawing, and that will take a while. And you know how long Criteria takes? It takes like a week. On what feels like the best day for the most part. I can't guarantee that the next episode of Laughter Academy is going to be simple. I mean, Noelle's tentacles won't be there, so that'll make things a bit easier, but it's still not. Because, you know, drawing 5 characters takes a while, and then we gotta actually write the story for the episode. So, we're not out of the woods yet. You can tell why I'm not too sure if or how I'm going to manage to keep up with anything else. Because I don't know. I feel like we might not be able to keep up with Criteria, so I'm going to have to just grab an Ore from October and bring it on over. That we can do and have Criteria posted first thing October, but I'm kind of hoping I can just get Criteria finished and posted at least either on a Sunday or a Monday. And at this point, I'm kind of hoping for a miracle. But that miracle's not going to show up so easily. Nope. No, it's not. It cannot. It would be too easy if it showed up, apparently. As much as I would like for there to be me, I don't even know why. Because it doesn't matter. Most of this is hidden anyways. So yeah, very much a hectic schedule. It's kind of one of the reasons why I stopped doing requests. Because I remember doing them long ago. But the issues with requests nowadays, I have my own thing, and I don't really have any time to try to draw other people's requests. I got a lot of things that I want to draw. And requests, really, I feel like are more so just a thing people do when they have an idea block. Me? I have not experienced that in eons, it felt like. It feels like, yeah, I haven't had one of those in forever. I always got some idea, and eventually I'll get to them, so long as I live. But yes, I got a lot of stuff. I can't really take requests because of that, which is fine. I'm not really missing out on much. I still draw some stuff that people like. And, it is what it is. But like I said, things take a while. And when you have several plans, you gotta stick with those plans. Otherwise, you'll never be able to get anything done with. And I've managed to do good thus far, with only like a couple of complications. So, all things considered, for what it's worth, we're not doing too bad. We could be doing worse. I'm still not even entirely too sure. But, like I said, still very busy. And I know what the rest of the other 3 months setups are going to be. It's pretty big. Pretty big indeed. Well, either way, what was this going to be again? Oh, I guess it's going to be like a mountain set. Yeah, right, I remember now. Oh, that's what this is what Skull Oak's going to be, but this is probably going to be like a mountainside. Yeah, I did put the other lever there too. Say it again, because I've noticed when I look back that when I don't talk too loudly, you can't hear me very well. If you heard me or not, I don't know. You can't really hear me very well. You just hear like, which, probably doesn't sound like anything due to the fact that you probably can't hear me very well. Yeah, and then as the, I just have I haven't messed with the volume, what the fuck is it called? I haven't messed with the audio settings for these videos. Like, they've been like this for a while now, and they've been relatively fine. If I don't, whisper, then it's fine, right? Oh, do we not really need that? I guess we technically don't really need that. These, especially, we don't really need. I don't know what that was, but that's what I did, apparently. I don't know what the hell frickin' accent or voice I'm trying to put on. Make that 3. I don't think this is going to be going that far down. We got another mountain to make, though. And I do think I'm going for only 45 minutes this time around, because I do kind of want to try to work on the Luna V Titan drawing as soon as I can. I'm hoping I can finish it Wednesday, so I can post it Wednesday. And then I will work on the mature landscape and scenery. That's the word I'm looking for. It's what I'm hoping for. Well, you finally quieted down, you damn computer. Yeah, this is what I'm hoping for. Although there has been an occurrence that have just occurred recently at my workplace. Apparently, we're shutting down the entirety of next Friday. You know how all of the things are getting more expensive? Like how all that's occurring. Yeah, I get the funkalicious feeling that we are also being affected by that, purely because we can't get enough volume due to potential things just becoming more and more expensive and trying to get more of the the things that, there's a lot of nuances and whatnot to it, but I'm pretty confident, I would say, that is probably the reason why. Which, at this point in time, for me getting creations and stuff done with that's good. But at the same time, unless you got vacation days, that's money you ain't making. And we still got money to be made. Can't make it via YouTube. I don't know when I'll be able to get to that point, or if I ever would get to that point. Survey says no. We're still at like 70s in terms of subscribers. But you know what? That's fine. I'm keeping my video count higher than my subscriber count. So I'd say we are doing good if we want to use that as a means for, us succeeding. And our persistence. My persistence. None of you guys are persistent. I'm the only one who's persistent in this relationship. Anyways, yeah. It would be good for me getting stuff done with. I at least still got vacation to use to ensure I can still get the money. But aside from that, though, I am kind of somewhat hoping we can manage to do what needs to be done and get stuff done with. Because, Subscribe Star gives me a small amount of cash, but it's not enough because we don't got enough people, clamoring to subscribe to that. Part of me is wondering if, I should check Kimono to see if my stuff has been posted there, but I don't think I'm popular enough for that yet, as self-absorbed as I am. But part of me wonders if I should check there and then use that as a means to not only just advertise, but also have, if you can't pay via Subscribe Star because you have a PayPal, but, PayPal doesn't like lewd stuff anymore, even though they're a payment processor and not a fucking puritanical business that shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to open that up. Why are you giving me question marks? I don't need to know what cube mesh filter is. Yeah, no. We could set up a donation page for those who like my stuff enough, not only just here, but on YouTube and regular DeviantArt. Like my stuff, consider donating to this page of mine. You want to see the hardcore mature drawings, but can't shill the $10 to see all of them. Come over to Kimono, where you can go on ahead and see it for free. But if you like it enough, maybe consider purchasing, a $10 subscription for a month. Just one, show some support and whatnot. You can't do that. Maybe go to PayPal. Go to the donation page and donate maybe $5, even $1. Doesn't matter. Just any amount to show that you like my stuff will do, kind of deal. Basically using the pirates to try to get some people to I like this guy's stuff, but I also don't want to, pay $10, or I can't, pay on this site because of reasons. And then they have some means to support me. That would be nice. But I gotta figure out what site I can use for that. Because people who don't want to pay for stuff are going to obviously go and try to pirate it. That's just the way things go. So, going about the route of promoting the pirated version, and maybe catching some people on a hook and be like, you know what, I will support this guy here. This is some good stuff. I'll give some money. Maybe not full price, but I'll give some money. It's a sound business practice. Most businesses don't do that because they're very greedy and they think that's money coming out of my paycheck. But people are going to pirate. You can't really do much about it. You could take down shit, but another thing's going to pop up. And it's just going to be an endless cycle. So just, use the pirates as a means to, get people to see like a sample, and if they like it enough, they'll go on ahead and actually buy it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But if it doesn't, then those are the kinds of people who would have never spent $5 on you anyways, or $10, or whatever amount. So really, nothing lost, nothing gained. Basically, it's just the same as it ever was. So, yep. Something I'm thinking about potentially doing if it exists. But I don't know if it exists yet. Even if it does exist, I don't know if it's going to be like updated with like the most recent stuff that I made. Oh, wait a minute. Well, I guess this could still be like a cliffside, right? Cliffside that then eventually goes down, I'd say. Okay, I don't have a lot of time. Are we really only getting like a bridge? I'll see if I can't get 4 done with. 4 done with. Yeah, same sentiment would apply with this game if it ever gets out within a reasonable time frame. Though I don't really know if that will exist at some point with the way the internet is heading. But we've already talked about that. We don't need to talk about it again. All things considered, it is what it is, and I will continue to do my thing for as long as I can. All we can really do is just continue going about doing whatever we do. And if we do whatever we do, then, we'll be happy. And some people will be happy too if they like your creation enough. I imagine some people who are reading like the Roscoe Morgan series are like getting a laugh. I know there's at least a couple of people who reads the Lustful Horror series who gets a thrill. Hiccups don't exist, brain. Stop thinking they exist. There we go. See, if you tell your brain that hiccups don't exist, it'll be like, oh, fuck, right, my bad, sorry, I didn't realize. And that's how you stop it. Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I wasn't entirely too sure that the whole concept of the Lustful Horror series would do good. I was like, you know what? I want to try this out so I can have some mature drawings in the Mock Brain Horror folder. Imagine my surprise when I see we get a crap ton of people viewing it, and I'm like, huh, that's a lot of people who likes this series. And now we actually have like 3 stories, one that's a full anthology, one that's in progress, and one that's a standalone story. And I guess we technically got 4 stories because there is the pilot story. Remember that it all started with the pilot, and this was like landscape-wise. I just find it to be interesting, but I guess erotic horror is very popular. Anything of that particular nature is popular in general, I suppose. Which is great, I guess. So yeah, we got that going. We got like, I guess, what genre would Nova Guardians be? I know like Elementals Reborn is more so like, would I call it a shonen? Because it's not really, set up like one. It's like a seasonal thing. Like an episode, 24 episodes a season. I don't know. a magical, a magic series, basically. I don't know. Oh, either way, we got that. We got like a series inspired off of Tokyo Ghoul with Heavenly Deadland. We got a war series too with Chrome Wars. We got a lot of things. I've made a lot of different things. See, this is what I mean. Whoops, this isn't going all the way in, and that's an easy fix. But yeah, see, this is what. Whoops, this is what I mean. Move your damn ass. Oh, I forgot to move this, and apparently this is in. Okay, there's at least one that required a 7. I already lost my train of thought, but this was what I mean. We have a lot of things. That's my train of thought. We have a lot of creations. These are the reasons why I stopped doing requests. Okay, not... Fuck a duck. This is not where 7 goes. Okay, there's an odd piece here. I'll get an odd piece in here. But yeah, as I have said, we have a lot of things. This wasn't the reason why we stopped doing requests. I think because we had other story-based series that were like shorter that we had take the place of most things. But it expanded upon that even further once Nova Guardian started, and then just kept expanding further until we got to where we're at right now. Like, I could probably show you almost all of the covers, but we're not there just yet. I want to get Nova Guardians, and I want to get Heavenly Deadland at some point, which I think I will do next year, in the next limitation period, and I'll get that done with after Heavenly Deadland is finished. It's not going to be in the same vein as Nova Guardians. Fuck no. You know how many characters there are in Heavenly Deadland? A lot. We went down a route. Outside of just taking inspiration from Tokyo Ghoul, we also took inspiration of the amount of characters that are in that series too. There's a lot of characters in a lot of a series. The only difference is we have like 24 episodes instead of like 11 or however many there was. And of course, a few characters have died off already. Quite a few. A few named characters, I should say. Like, if I just say a few characters have died off already, it could be like, oh, this no-named character. No, named characters at this point in the series has died off. And we're getting to a really good part. The really good part. We got an actual full-on angel. Like, not figuratively, not metaphorically, an actual angel. It's going to be a cool episode. That particular character, who at this point, it's not even spoilers, it's Shinichi. He turned into the biblically accurate angel, because the episode for that has already come out at this point. I thought you were 6. Why did I think you were 6? I guess because I moved you here and I thought you were an even number, but you weren't an even number. Whatever. So yeah, I am very busy. I've got lots of creations. I keep talking about that, but that's literally all I have to talk about here. I don't got much else to talk about, like, in between the time frame of this and that. Look, it's either that or the depression of the world. I'm pretty sure most people don't want that. Or the secret third option, we go off the walls and literally go off the cuffs, or whatever the hell the word is I'm looking for. We make you feel existential dread. Or have Mr. Dink talk about his very expansive dong. Because we did that before. Don't ask me where. I think the episode is called It, or it's either It's or Very Expansive. Yeah, we did that. We were the one who did that. You know what? you will be a part of that. I know you're technically a part of that block, but I don't really want you to, so I'm going to do this instead. Somebody's revving their car engines. Do. I don't know how the fuck I got. Whatever. 15 minutes is that we're past the 15 minutes. We're on the 50-minute mark. I wanted to go for 15 minutes. We went a little over. We got a mountain built. Yay. Still a lot to done with. I'm done with this goddamn freaking zone. I want to move on to the next one, but we're still here, so thank you all for watching today's episode of Game Crafters. And a little bit positive, even though there was some depression mixed in, but it's fine. So, with that being said, if you enjoyed thank you all for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that there playlist, of course. Previous episode, Game Craft is right over here, and the most recent episode of Minecraft RTC Edition right over here. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next episode. Later.